Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah is ash upon to this day, which proves that this right here is talking about what? Babylon the Great. Because a guy might come up and say, no, that's talking about ancient.
Hold on, bro.
Babylon and Iraq.
Hold on. It says, and it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So, like you said.
Exactly, because I guarantee you, if I go online right now, say,
you can see,
plain, what's it called, Iraq. What's it called? I could probably find planes to Iraq, but I ain't saying I'm gonna take a plane to Iraq. I'm just saying.
Go on Google Maps. You see an Ishmaelite just waving, it's like calling a camel, gonna fry it up.
Yeah, exactly. so that proves it ain't talking about over there. That's talking about future Babylon, Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
You go.
I got one more. Because Isaiah 24:20. It says, the earth shall rule to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Exactly. So,
hey, like the brother said, man, if it was going to fall and not rise again, then why is there people still walking around in the desert, man?
Hey.
What's modern day Iraq is Babylon, right? So people are still there, so it says no one's going to dwell there, so it's going to fall and not rise again. That ain't talking about ancient Babylon, man. It's talking about that great city, which is America, man. Alright? Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. Alright?
Yeah, that's it, man. So is anyone else?
Yeah, I got a quick one. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, and I'm going to start from verse 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and it hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, distress, a day of wastedness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Man.
That's right.
Right, those nuclear missiles, that smoke, all that destruction, man. It's gonna be a terrible day.
Arrows shall blot out the sun.
And that's it.
That's it, man.
That's it, man.
A day of the trumpet and the alarm against the fenced cities, man.
Oh, that's right. And that last Trump gonna be when America's
Trump.
that last Trump gonna be when
Trumped.
Yeah, that's right. that last Trump gonna be when America's destroyed and the elect is beamed out of there, because the main deliverance is going to take place in America.
Yeah.
But obviously, hopefully, us here of the elect, we going to see the destruction, because the scripture says in Psalm 91, with thine eyes thou shalt see the reward. And by what? Being in them chariots, seeing that place hot. You know? That's right. Which, see again, it's cool to obviously talk about the destruction and what's going to happen to America. But what spirit are you supposed to be in now? Since you know that, over there is going to be destroyed, they chipped out of temptation, what sort of spirit are you supposed to be in now? Praying, fasting, studying, reading, and hopefully just praying to the Lord that in that time He don't impute your sins upon you. Because look, if the Lord imputes if He imputes your sins upon you, you gonna feel that heat too. And we here, always pray that hopefully we're the elect. So, has anyone got a precept? Anyone got a point? Go ahead, up.
So Isaiah 47:8 says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. Right? So I mean, there's a lot to break down there, but I'm sure you was asking in terms of time.
Go on.
This is
which that's obviously talking about over there in America, in the States, man.
Isaiah 47, that's a deep, that's a long breakdown on its own, but
carelessly, because why? They really believe that they ain't gonna ever experience, war and everything taken down, destroyed.
Well,
That's why she's known as the virgin
daughter of
yeah,
God.
what it
she's
says
never
at the
been
top.
touched.
Yep.
Virgin, old out.
Sinners will break it down. So it says carelessly that Saracen and heart I am and none else beside. Because Americans right now they're proud, man. They're saying, hey, we're superpower, man. Russia, you know when JB doing all that shit. Americans are like, oh fuck Russia, man. Who's Russia, bro? You know, they think they're true super. They think they can't be taken down, right?
And in fact, Rome was the exact same way. In fact, I can't actually quote what it actually was, but like back then in Rome, they actually had a phrase that basically said Rome can't ever be conquered, and now it is conquered. You know what I mean? It's been taking place.
That's right. Says, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow. Why? Because really and truly, when you look at the military lives lost in terms of, an American, it's not many people have actually died. Right? Not many husbands of these women have actually died. It says, neither shall I know the loss of children. Right? But what does the scripture then go and say? But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
In 1 hour.
Right? The loss of children and widowhood, man. You're going to have a lot of women there. I mean, but the thing is, though, a lot of you women are going to be drafted in yourselves, man. You know, but the thing is, you're going to have all the men that will go out, your husbands and your children. They're all going to be slaughtered, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jehoshaphat, man, the valley of Jehoshaphat, that's a hell, man. That won't be a grave in itself. It's going to be a mass grave. A lot of people are going to die there. The stink shall go up.
And the Lord has done it in a beautiful way, because you even got transgenders in the US
man.
army.
Beautiful.
So all those transgenders, all those faggots, all those women are going to get burnt up in the army, man.
But it's
they shouldn't have been there in the first
beautiful
place.
because when you look at the etymology of faggot, right?
Yeah,
bundle of sticks used to be burnt up, fuel for the fire. And you've got all of these faggots now going into the army, that'll be drafted into the valley of Jehoshaphat. They're going to be fuel for the Most High's fire.
That's right.
Most High has a sense of humour, man.
That's right. And all his ways are just.
That's right.
All his ways are just, because why? He said he going to take them there because they've come against his people. And in truth, so some of our people gonna be over there and die too. It's all the Lord's way of judgment.
That's right.
But have you got more on that?
It says they shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sources, witchcraft. America was built on witchcraft. Right now it's running on witchcraft, man. Everything, the media is a heavy witchcraft, man. That's why, like I said, right now you got Jake's lick ass.
Oh yeah.
Jake's lick ass, man. It's like, that's unfathomable. Because back in the day you were able to say, hey man, that's just, just white people do that shit. But now you can't even say that shit, man. Jake's are heavy into homosexuality, and that's part of that witchcraft that Esau be pushing out in the media and then other means, right? It says, and for the abundance of thine enchantments, reiterating the same point.
Exactly. But we now here all talking about these things, but the scripture gives us an example of how we're supposed to be whilst this destruction is about to come upon this earth. And with that, do you want to read that?
Yeah, it's the 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. And everyone...
No. Can you start from 6?
2nd Ezra 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest gave plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works.
What, bro? Can you start from the top?
Yeah, I wanted to start from the top anyway, This is 2nd Ezra 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part... Hey man, measuring the time diligently, man. Give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. We're supposed to be diligent in this thing, man. Hey, 2016 is coming to the end of it now. Right? But 2017 is just around the corner. Guess who's in power, man?
Trump.
Right, and that, if I can make a quick point, that's why we're so happy, because we've seen Trump get in power. We've seen the Brexit. Right, and we've measured the time.
And we're hastening the day.
We've measured the time. We see, hey, this thing is close.
It's close, man.
Hey, man, like I said, man, the apostles, when you watch videos from back in the day, they never used to say, a year. They never used to give a rough date, man. I was saying, maybe might be next year. Hey, man, but what Postal Tahar said in the live show that they did on the streets, man, it's like, hey, man, when the Lord puts that spirit on us in 2017, I was like, God damn.
See, and that's what after 30 years plus.
30 years plus.
Ain't no we getting tired. You know, ain't no getting tired business.
Hey.
Now's the time to tighten up.
Yeah,
you know.
And just on that point, man, that's why the elders of the Apostle GMS are worthy of double honors.
That's right.
And you got these niggas now who like,
right.
That's the whole difference.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
because he gon' visit plagues upon this place.
That's right.
He gonna actually pour out his wrath, and his son, when he come back, gonna play a part in that wrath, but he also gonna save his elect.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, and we're seeing them every day, every
yeah.
other day,
Yeah.
and uproars of the people in the world.
In fact, when Trump got in office today,
That's
people
right.
had riots, man.
Oh man.
Hey, sir, there's one gook
Oh man.
standing outside the White House
Oh, yeah.
protesting with an upside down American
Oh,
flag.
yeah, yeah.
And he had the rainbow flag,
Yeah,
the flag
yeah,
flag tied to it. Man, hey, this read that out.
You have to bring that out.
This guy's finished, man.
It's done, man. This is verse 4. It says, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right.
For as like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Everything in the world has got a time period and an age.
That's right.
And this, yeah, exactly.
God.
And this time period that we're in is the age in which the kingdom of the 12 tribes of Israel going to come to pass, and it's the end of the age of Esau, man.
That's
The,
right.
the end of the power and rulership of Esau.
God.
You know? Go ahead.
And the end is manifest.
The end is manifest by what? Us preaching this word, saying is it gonna come, because soon it gonna physically
Can't.
manifest.
Can't. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And every one that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith,
And by faith.
whereby he
Faith-based Israelites.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Being
we'll
a
take
faith
that.
bit.
We'll take
And I ain't got a problem with that, because Scripture says what? For by grace you're gonna be saved by what?
Can't.
Through faith. Go
it
ahead,
says, whereby ye have believed.
believed in what? That in the prophecies, man.
That's
Yep.
right.
In salvation itself. In that the apostles of GMS are our spiritual fathers, man.
That's
That
right.
we got the right Hebrew for the name, man.
Yeah.
We got the right name, man.
That's
That's
it.
right.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
That we believe we might be saved. I don't know if you lot saw the comment of the guy, man. He was saying, "Hey, man, I ain't gonna make it."
Yeah.
He said,
I'm a 2/3.
"Yeah, I'm a 2/3. I'm
Oh,
happy,
man.
and cause that's what it's ordained for me." Man.
Because I'm gonna come back, nigga. I'm trying to be, first fruit of the kingdom, man. Look, man. I'm trying to get a crown for the Lord, man.
My belief in salvation, man.
Which means us have got to be on fire for this thing.
Yeah, so that's how wicked Jake is, that they'll come into the truth, learn the truth, but not want to, participate in the truth
just
and say, you
coast.
know what, I've got the understanding that even if I am a two-third, I'm still going to be in the kingdom anyway, so I might as well just be wicked.
Oh, in truth.
That is wicked.
In truth, yeah. The actual Jake told me, which this guy ain't in the truth. It's just a Jake that, I told him about the truth. I told him about the chip, because I don't take the chip. And then he was like, yo, wait. So you telling me I'm going to come back in the reincarnation? I was like, yeah. And I said, so if I take the RFID chip and I eat, yeah, I'm going to get killed, but I'm going to come back, right? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, so then after I was like, well, alright, cool, innit? So this guy basically said, I'm going to take the chip, eat, die, but it's cool, I'm going to come back. Which, cool. If you want to be a two-third,
Hey, man.
go ahead.
When you're being put to death, you're just gonna be thinking, why did I take that shit?
And that shame and everlasting contempt is not a joke, man.
Yeah.
It might seem light when you're reading it, but when you're in the kingdom and you're seeing those men, the elect that were enduring, they're just gonna be looking at you like, man.
Then shall they know?
Then shall they know?
Then shall they know?
Yeah, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be over the heathens, but really, you ain't gonna be shit for what 1,000 years, man. You're just gonna have that shame on you. You're gonna have that deep, dark feeling of just being a failure, man. You know, didn't want to take part, didn't want to stand up and, you know, push this word for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So that feeling is not a joke. That everlasting shame and content, man. You can't be playing around with this, man. You know.
It's obviously after a long period of time, you know,
yeah, it's
calm down.
Go
but still, like, I ain't saying, okay, I'm gonna take chip and then just eat some pork or something and then get killed after. You know, we hope to be the men that stand so stiffly for His name, man, and for this word and this doctrine.
Yeah.
The sound doctrine.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 8, it says, shall be preserved from the sad perils. From the said perils.
From the said perils, which include what? The famine, the destruction, the what? The race war, the actual hour of temptation, because that can count as a peril, because that time is when they gonna come hard upon you if you don't take it. Because the scripture says that he saw thrones and men who had their head chopped off and not taking the chip. Go ahead.
And the ultimate peril, the missiles, man.
Missiles, yeah, that's it.
That's the ultimate peril, man. That's there's no escaping a nuclear missile.
That last Trump.
That's it.
That's real. That's the last Trump.
That's right. That's right. This is, and shall see my salvation in my land.
Salvation, because those who are the elect are going to be the first fruits of the kingdom to come. But it says, shall see the salvation. Well, who's the salvation for? In what land? It applies unto the Israelites. Because look, man, it don't matter if you... If we're in a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, it don't matter if you read the scriptures every day and fast every day into the kingdom. You ain't going to be part of that salvation. You just going to get trumped.
And within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Elect have been chosen, have been set apart, been sanctified from the beginning to what? To be saved through faith and works, man. And we hope to be a part of that.
That's right.
So, you know, has anyone got anything to say? With that, so with that, we're going to say all honor and praise be to Yahweh. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS. Pray, fast, and hopefully enjoy. And hopefully 2017 is the year, man.
That's right.
Shalom.